What's going on? It's Luke Sawhooks, and you're listening to the Dynasty Hotseat podcast.
Yes, hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the Dynasty Hot Seat, the only Dynasty show out there that is a certified inferno. And today we got a great guest on once again. Oh, you like that tagline? That's a great start. We got a great guest on today. We got Luke Sawhooks. You can find him over at Luke Sawhooks on Twitter. Twitter verified Luke Sawhooks as well. Damn, that's
Don't know how that happened, honestly.
Yeah. And Luke does loads of stuff. You know, he's the social media account manager over at Dynasty Nerds. He's one of the expert rankers over at Fantasy Pros. He's a great podcast himself called Good Morning Fantasy. And word on the street, Luke, is you make the best nachos in the whole Dynasty community. I don't know if that's true. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, oh no, that is the word on the street, and it's absolutely true. I make very good nachos in microwaves only. You get some tortilla chips, some shredded cheese, microwave it for about 45 to 50 seconds, and then throw some hot sauce on there, and you're set. That's it.
Bro, you can't be. That's it. Just no secret. Just
No. I share the I share the movement with the world.
Nice. That was brilliant. And thanks so much for joining us today, Luke. And
absolutely,
just before we really get rocking as well, I know like you're big into your social media. You're like studying social media at college as well. So I'm gonna get into this right away. Right behind us, we got a thing. It's called the Hall of Flame. Look, I think you're in with a shot of getting on this Hall of Flame. All you gotta do, if you're listening or watching, get on the YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get Luke onto this Hall of Flame. You got to be Kev, the Dynasty GOAT. You got to be Jess Dine. You got to be Murph from the 5-yard team. Do you think you're able to do it?
Yeah, I think so for sure.
Cool. Yeah. So you're going to use all your social media prowess to spread the word as much as possible. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Right. We're going to get stuck into section number 1. Look, that is the art of war, and it's just some hints and tips you got for Dynasty players listening all around the world. What do you got for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So off the top of my head, I think the first one that is the easiest it just makes sense, right? It's unless you're trying to build a contender before the season starts, you're going to want to hold on to your draft picks until the very last second before the rookie draft, until you want to trade them to squeeze out maximum value. Because let's say like right now you're trading a 2024 first round draft pick, which is next season's rookie draft, not after this season, next season. I mean, it sounds far away, but it's really not. Like in a little over a year's time, we'll be drafting those rookies, right? And the value of those picks from now will probably triple. And like that sounds crazy, but like that's true. Like a first round 2024 pick will probably like triple in value from now to like when you're on the clock in your rookie draft. So if that's an easy way, that unless you're looking to trade them to build a team now that can win you a championship, just hold on to them for later and trade them later if you want to get max value. That's tip 1. 2 for me is one that you might have heard before. I don't know. It's a pretty popular Dynasty strategy, but seriously, like if you're in the middle, you don't want to be there ever, right? In Dynasty, like you want to be like a top 3 contending team, or you want to be like bottom 3, like quote unquote tanking. But like don't tank. Obviously, like every week you have to start your best lineup. I'm not saying, bench your good players. Trade them for draft picks. Burn it down. Trade away your veterans for younger assets or draft picks. It's the easiest way to get back in the mix quickly. It's a very, very viable strategy. It really is. It's called a productive struggle. It's my favorite way to do it, where you get some players who are like under the age of 24, get your average age on your roster down, try to get some guys who have upside, and then get draft picks. Or obviously just go all in, trade all your draft picks, take the LA Rams approach, shovel them in the fire, and then build a contender to win the championship. So you don't want to be in the middle, right? Well, it's okay to be in the middle and like have draft picks and have a good team, or have a young team but also have some older players. That's totally fine. But you need to be able to look at the standings in your league and know, okay, sure thing, this team's going to make the playoffs this year, and this team has a chance to win the whole thing. If you don't think that like fully confidently, you probably should start to make some moves to either go all in or burn it down.
And you're probably as well, like you're probably, when you look at your own team, it's kind of hard not to have that bias as well, because you're obviously like, oh no, these guys will Like, so always take a step back, I think, and be like, what if this was somebody else's team you were looking at? What would you tell them? And try and look at it from that point of view rather than thinking,
Sure.
this is my team. I'm definitely going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like, it's totally fine to ask people on Twitter too. Like, I get DMs from people all the
Yeah.
time for trade questions and stuff. And like, it's a really good resource just to bounce questions off people. Like, I still ask my co-host on my podcast and my good buddy Akash. Like, I ask him for trade advice all the time. He calls me and asks me about trades. Like, it's just it's good just to have an extra set of eyes on things, and it just helps. And then the third tip, I guess, would just be to trade for veteran players who are super. Oh, actually, I lied. That's one. But my actual one, my third one, if I had to pick three, would be trade for good players who get injured as soon as
I thought you were going to stop. I thought you were going to stop there. You were like, at tip 3, trade for good players.
Trade for good players. Yeah, that's a good one. No, but seriously, like, okay, so like every year there's good players who get injured, right? And they're like out for the season. You can capitalize on value big time and get a huge return on investment just by trading for them as soon as they get hurt, because it's a long-term investment. Nobody wants them for expensive, and you have to sell them for cheap. Like, for example, last year, Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins, and Travis Etienne, three guys who have great value now, especially Travis Etienne. You could buy him for, like, you could buy him for, like, at least half his price now. Like, it's just the way it works. And if you can comfortably, have them sit on your bench for cheap, it's a great way to turn a profit. And you don't even have to keep them too. If you don't even like the player, you can just buy them, hold them until they're healthy and back on the field, and then trade them again to somebody else for more value. It's a really, really easy strategy to flip and get a nice return on investment, regardless of position, whether it be quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end. If they get injured for the entire season and they're good enough a player or a really good prospect, just buy them for cheap and then flip them later. It's almost foolproof. It really is, because you don't even have to keep them.
Yeah, I love that as well. We talked about in the show before, like thinking about a bit like a pendulum, and like your picks as well that you talked about. Like, think about when the pendulum's fully swung up this way, that's when you need to sell. And when it's down the other way, think about buying. So just capitalize on those timings and getting those timings right really pay huge dividends for your team. Absolutely right. And yeah, was there a sneaky bonus pick or tip there about veteran players?
Yeah, I'll throw it out real quick.
You want to share that?
It's kind of obvious, but it's just like, don't be afraid to buy older players for really cheap. Like, for example, one of my favorite, like, really old player buys is Adam Thielen. He's like 32.
I did like 20 minutes ago. I bought Adam Thielen.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah,
he's like 32, but guess what? He scored 10 plus touchdowns 2 years in a row. Like, people forget how good he is, man. Like, and also I think there's a case to be said that his body isn't as old as he actually is, because he started in the NFL older than most players. He was a rookie at like a really old age. And I mean, sure, obviously he has some wear and tear, and his body's at least 30, right? But I actually work at doing social media for a sports injury website called Sports Injury Central, where Pro Football Doc works. I don't know if you know him, but he's great. And he has a good score on Adam Thielen to enter the season healthy, and he thinks he's going to play well again this year. So I like Thielen a lot. There's a lot of guys like that out there who are really old that you can buy for super cheap, who can get a lot of production for you.
Nice.
Like, real quick. Like, my favorite thing to do in Dynasty Superflex leagues is, like, in Dynasty startup drafts, just draft Tom Brady as your QB2, man. Like, he's a top 5 quarterback this year in my rankings, and he's ancient. He's 44, and this is probably gonna be his last year for sure. But I mean, he's gonna be a top 12 quarterback this year, and you can get him for like barely anything. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Get those veteran players in, especially if you're taking all those tips put together and you're looking at, am I a contender? It's like, if you are, hey, go out and buy Tom Brady, go out and buy Adam Thielen. They're only going to make your team better, and they're only going to help you win a championship. If you're rebuilding, not the best idea. Yeah,
for sure.
Love it, Luke. Love it. So now we've got those tips done and dusted. We're going to get into the real meat of the show, which is, the hot seat mock draft. So let's pull up our stream here. And yeah, there we go. We are sitting with our 12 teams. It's 18 rounds. This is super flex, not tight end premium. And the first thing I'm going to ask, Luke, is, in an absolute, dream ideal world, if you're able to choose what position you're able to start in, what position would you choose, and why would you choose that position?
So for me, I like the 112 because you get 2 top 13 players. But since it's Dynasty, I don't know. Dynasty makes it harder, and redraft is by far the 112 for me. In Dynasty,
Yeah.
it's a little tougher because if you want the 101, you get, Josh Allen, you get Patrick Mahomes, you get like these
Yeah.
super, super, superstars, which can carry your team for years.
Yeah.
Where if you're drafting at the 112, it's a little more shaky. So actually, I lied. I think the 101 would be my favorite spot in a Dynasty startup.
Sweet. Let's get the 101 claimed then. And yeah, you're going to get your pick of the players at the very start. Awesome.
Sick.
Right. So let's get going. Let's start the draft. Hopefully, I've turned those annoying signs off. I have. Excellent. Right. Start the draft. Let's go. 101. Topic
Josh
number
Allen.
one, obviously. Yeah, man. Isn't it amazing? Right. I always find this quite cool about like how things develop. At the end of the season last year, so when the Super Bowl finished, there was an argument like, who is the 1-1? Is it Josh Allen? Is it Patrick Mahomes? And not a single football has been snapped since then. And all of a sudden, Josh Allen is now consensus number one, despite not playing any more football. How does that happen?
Yeah. It's just its consistency, and I think it really is just the fantasy community falling in love with rushing for quarterbacks continuously. And we'll talk more about some of those guys later, probably. Like Trey Lance, Jalen Hurts, love them to death.
Yep.
Especially Trey.
Yep.
Trey Lance is my boy this year, dude. He's my boy.
Ooh.
He's my ride or die. I love him to death. I will squeeze him tight and give him a kiss on the forehead.
Nice. So, well, we're hoping that Trey Lance might fall to us a bit later then. So let's get Josh Allen locked
we'll start
in.
it off
We'll see.
there.
Jamar Chase going at number 2. Wow, that's very spicy from team number 2. Whoever that is.
All right. So anything interesting so far? Team 12 off to a start at the turn there. Javonte and Cooper Kupp. That's pretty nice. No quarterback though. It's kind of bold.
Yeah. And then going to Deshaun Watson in the second. Deshaun Watson nice.
Oh my God. Okay, show me the
right.
Trey Lance. Smash Trey Lance. There it is. He fell.
He's still there for us. We got you like spluttering in excitement. You're so excited to see your boy Trey Lance still there. So let's get Trey Lance locked in. That's the first pick done. Easy.
That is a nasty stack of 2 quarterbacks in the super flex league. Like that's a league winning combination right there. Can you show me the running backs, please?
Yeah, let's have a little look. Who we got at running back? Running back still looking pretty strong, but the cliff is coming, as I'm sure you know. You got Joe Mixon up there. He did great last year, obviously. Dalvin Cook and Derrick Henry. Kamara, Chubb, Saquon Barkley still there as well.
Breece Hall's gone. I was gonna say I would take Breece Hall instead. Okay, let's see. I'll take Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, he's still young enough. He's attached to this high-powered Bengals offense for the next few seasons still. I think he has plenty of value long-term still. That's another tip. I played Dynasty for a 3-year window. So you think about these players for the next 3 seasons, and I think Mixon's going to be a top 12 running back for at least 2. So I really like Mixon a lot.
Yeah, I think playing anywhere outside of a 3-year window, you're kind of thinking you're smarter than you are. Like, you don't really know what the NFL is going to look like in 4 or 5 years' time.
Nobody does. Dude, nobody knows
what's that smart.
Like next year.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's hard to play in a 1-year window, never mind 3 or never mind 5. So, yeah, I think, 3 years is about right. You can be like, right, Joe Mixon, realistically, he's still going to be the guy there in 3 years. So I think that's
absolutely
a really solid pick
for sure.
Window. Do you have any strategy, Luke, for like, do you go in a draft saying, right, I'm going to get my quarterbacks done, I'm going to get my running backs done, and going to get my wide receivers done, or are you just kind of like, let's see what falls and see what happens?
Yeah, so for me, I usually in my startup drafts try to build a team that can win immediately. That's usually because listen, guys, I totally have fun with rebuilds sometimes, but we're playing to win the game, okay? Oh, London would have been nice right there. Okay, running backs, please. Oh wait, Aaron Rodgers is still there.
Aaron Rodgers is still there, creeping at the top.
I wouldn't draft him, but that's nice value.
Yeah, you want to see the running backs. So you got Kenny Walker's there. No, he's Ken Walker. He's come out and said, I think he wants to be called Ken, right? I always thought it was Kenneth Walker, but no, it's not.
Kenneth Walker the third is what I thought it was.
Yeah, but he's going by Ken on Sleeper anyway. Travis Etienne still there, who we talked about earlier too.
I really like Etienne. You should have wide receivers too.
Yeah, of course. So wide receiver, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, one of my favorite players.
I think we're gonna wait on wide receiver here because there's a lot of value still left on the board. I think.
Yeah.
Well, actually, wait. Can you show tight end?
Let's have a sneaky look. I think the big guys have gone.
Waller,
and Hawkinson there. Yeah.
Let's go. Walker and Etienne's tough because Walker's a really
you could take both.
No, I can't right now. I already picked Mixon.
Oh, no, that was last round, I think, was it? Yeah, you got
No,
the next
because
two
it's
picks.
back. It's back to back. Wait. Oh
You
my
got the
God, you're right.
4-12 and the 5-1.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, let's take Walker and ETN. Oh my God,
Yeah,
we're off to a great start.
yeah.
Holy crap, this is
Nice.
excellent.
Let's smash it. Let's get Ken Walker
This is
and Travis
beautiful.
Etienne.
That is okay.
Absolutely smashing it.
That is delicious. Look at that. Okay, so we got three. We got three guys who could finish top 20 this year,
Yeah.
and then we got two quarterbacks who could finish like arguably top 5 if everything goes right. I mean, like that is a league winning recipe, and we have plenty of good wide receivers on the board here. We'll smash our wide receiver 1 and 2 the turn here.
Nice.
Let's take a
as
look over at wide
tasty
receiver.
as tasty as a bowl of Luke Sawhooks nachos. Wow, that is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we still got Devonta Smith and Keenan Allen there at wide receiver.
Yeah, I like this a lot. All right, let's do. These rookies are tempting me, but I don't think they're scary. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oof, it's kind of tough. Let's go Keenan Allen first. That's like a lock for me. Keenan's super safe.
Yep.
He'll be like my solidified wide receiver 1. Yep. And then I also have my face like super close to the camera to see the draft board. That's just funny. Dude, I don't know. Definitely not Devonta. I like Devonta Smith, but I feel like his upside's kind of capped. Man.
I can show you other positions in case you want a sneaky third QB, like Tom Brady might still be there, for example.
No, it's way too early for that. I need to fill out my other needs first.
Yeah.
Dang. You know what? I lied. I think we have to go to Devonta Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do. I really like everybody else there, especially Jameson Williams. I think he would have been the guy I would have picked instead of Devonta if I would have gone JMO.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be healthy this year to help me win now. And that's not what Dynasty's all about, right? But I'm looking for my wide receiver too. I'm looking for safe. And I think Devonta Smith is a really good player. And I think maybe I'm not chasing upside yet. I'm chasing safe wide receivers here. I have 3 great running backs and 2 really good quarterbacks. I don't really need them to be home run hitters. So I think Smith should get the job done just fine here for this team build.
Yeah, I really like Smith, but I think Smith has sort of been hampered a bit by, his quarterback play. Like, he was open so much last year. I think it was him and Jerry Jeudy were causing so much separation, and just Hurts just couldn't get him the ball. So, either Hurts takes a step up and it's good for Smith, or, the Eagles don't win as much as they thought and they get a new quarterback in, and then it's also good for Smith. So I think either way, it should be pretty good for him, at the start of next year anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can you go to the all category, please?
Yeah, of course. Let's have a look. Darnell Mooney up there. Pat Freiermuth, Juju Smith-Schuster of the Chiefs as well. So sitting there, and his teammate right below him, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Dude, these running backs pose a nice value, honestly. Man. Okay. I'll start off first by drafting our tight end of the future here. Let's take Pat Freiermuth. I actually really like him. I'm a Steelers fan, not trying to let bias, but I usually never let bias slip into my analysis. But he actually is a very good tight end. He catches a lot of touchdowns. I don't think this year is the year for Freiermuth, but because the quarterback play is a little shaky. But long term, I really like Muth. I think he's a really solid tight end 1, and I think he'll be like that for a while. I don't think he'll ever be like a top 3 guy, but I think he'll be like a year in, year out, like tight end 5 to tight end 10, and I feel like that's good value at this point. Let's take him.
Yeah.
And then probably could use a wide receiver still.
Okay, let's have a look at the wide receivers. So you got those guys we talked about, Hunter Renfrow there, Michael Thomas, Allen Robinson there, Brandon Cooks, always see if he's still in there as well.
Yeah. Dude, okay. You know what? I have a couple things I want here. I like Juju a lot. I really like Michael Thomas here. It's a great value. My wide receiver 3, I could get some really nice veteran upside there.
Yeah.
But dude, Brandon Cooks is just such a reliable, consistent contributor. It's kind of hard to pass on him. I'm going to go with the upside because I already have 2 solid wide receivers. I'm going to go with Michael Thomas because if he's healthy, I mean, he could be top 10. And that's pretty hard for me to pass on.
And he was, at least, spotted within the vicinity of where he was meant to be recently. So that's a good sign, I suppose, for Michael Thomas.
That is a good sign. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
so that was a good pick there.
I'm trying to see if there's anyone going off the board who I would have taken that I didn't see.
Brandon Cooks did just go off,
Nothing else really happening here that would have made me sad.
Oh, and here we are. We're back right on the board again, and we got two
All right.
picks in a row. I'll show you all just to see. There's a bit of a quarterback swell now at the top there with
Yeah,
Tannehill and Winston and Mills.
Yeah, can you pull up the quarterbacks here for me, please?
Yeah, let's have a look. So yeah, Tannehill, Winston, Mills, Matt Ryan, Malik Willis, Desmond Ritter, Carson Wentz. I think Tom Brady must have gone then, has he?
I think I'm gonna wait one more round on the quarterbacks because I think there's a weird tier here happening where I view
Yeah.
here I could take Tannehill, Winston, Mills, Matt Ryan, Ritter. I don't really love Malik Willis long term.
Yeah.
Boy, though, I like Malik Willis. But can you show me the running backs, please?
Yeah, let's have a look who we got. Ramondre Stevenson, Cordero Patterson obviously has that dual capability as well. Tyler Algier. Yeah, a bit of a cliff here at running back right there. Edwards-Helaire single. Yeah.
I'm going to take two guys here. I'm going to take Cordero Patterson first.
Yep.
And the reason I'm taking him is the dual eligibility, honestly. That's a really nice advantage to have. And then second, actually, I was going to say something, but then I take it back because I'm capping my upside. I was gonna say I'll take Tyler Algier because I think he could be the starting running back for the Falcons. But I don't like having Patterson and Tyler because that caps my upside.
Yes, that's true.
Let's. Oof. Can you show the wide receivers, please?
Yes, of course. Let's have a little look. Kadarius Toney, Michael Gallup up there, Tyler Lockett, Adam Thielen, who we talked about earlier up there.
I like Thielen.
And then a couple of rookies.
I'm going to take a shot on a rookie here. I'm going to take a shot on a guy I really like. Dang, this is tough. I like Bell and Pierce a lot.
Yeah.
Oof. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I've said it a lot this offseason. I think one of my guys for redraft for rookie deep sleeper is Alec Pierce. I like him.
Ooh.
Second round draft capital. Michael Pittman's the one. Alec Pierce has a clear opportunity to be the two. I think he's talented. I feel like he has enough opportunity to be very fantasy relevant. I'm gonna take him, man. I am. I like Bell, but I'm gonna go with my guy. I'm gonna take Alec Pierce. I like Pierce.
Yeah, I like Pierce as well. You can see I've actually got a little star next to him. I only noticed that the last episode. You can see who my guys are as well. So yeah, Alex Pierce. Certainly agree with you there. I think he's got a real opportunity to carve out a really nice role there. He's got to beat out people like T.Y. Hilton. I think he'll easily be able to do that. And
he'll easily be the second target there, easily. And the passing volume there isn't that high, but Matt Ryan's a great quarterback upgrade. He spreads around targets usually, so I'm not too scared of that.
Yeah.
All right, we go back to quarterback, on the board. Please.
Yeah. Let's have a little look. Who's a quarterback? All those guys are still there. Wow, that's pretty good. Right.
Yeah, that's why I played the little ADP game. Okay, let's take.
Nice.
Dude, Mills is scary because he really is good, but I don't think he's gonna be getting the job long term. Let's take Desmond Ritter as the QB3. I think he has a shot to develop into a nice long term starter for the Falcons. And right here in what is this the end of round 12 in a super flex at great value.
Yeah, I like Ritter. I think Mariota just has never really got it going, really. So I can see Ritter, taking over that job. If not this season, then start of next season for sure. I don't think they'll draft another guy if they got Ritter in. So yeah, I like Ritter's value there at the back end of the 12th, and you want me to show any other positions?
Can you show me the running backs, please?
Yeah, let's have a look.
We got some rookie action. Yeah. Go over to wide receivers. I think the running back value is kind of dead for a little bit.
Oh, Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley's the value. Calvin Ridley's actually, I lied. I'm gonna go with a guy who I think is being super overhated for no reason. He's in a situation that's going to give him a lot of opportunity this year. I'm gonna go with Bobby Trees, Robert Woods, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
he's being overlooked.
He is. Again, how many times are people going to make this mistake with Robert Woods as well? Like, he constantly gets overlooked. And even now he's moved to a new team, for whatever reason, everyone just assumes that Treylon Burks is going to come in and he's going to just be the guy. And it's like, guys.
Well, I actually do. I love Treylon Burks in redraft. He's one of my boys. But Robert Woods, I mean, he's going to be a value. I mean, I think Treylon Burks is going to get fed a lot of, the more valuable targets. But Robert Woods, I mean, they don't really have any other weapons there in Tennessee. Like, it's going to be Robert Woods. He's going to be doing something. It's like him and Austin Hooper. So, I think Woods is going to be valuable there. So I like Woods.
Yeah.
Woods.
Yeah, I like Woods as well. And I'm thinking along the lines, like, if I'm Ryan Tannehill, I'm looking at Malik Willis and I'm thinking I'm actually going to be playing for my job here. Am I going to throw it to the new rookie or am I going to throw it to, Mr. Reliable like Robert Woods? If I'm Tannehill, I'm looking for Robert Woods as much as I can.
Sure. All right. Anybody go? Oh, Kenneth Gainwell would have been a nice pick. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go take a look at the running backs here.
Let's have a little look and see who we got. Marlon Mack, potentially the starter over there at Houston next year, but didn't know. And then, you got a couple of rookies along with Gus the Bus as well, still sitting there.
Yeah. This is tough. We're getting into a weird tier. Okay. Yeah. First off, I'm just going to take a guy who's really reliable. Let's take Gus Edwards. I think he's being forgotten. He's been forgotten because he got injured. And, people care about J.K. Dobbins, but no one cares about Gus Edwards anymore, which is weird. So let's take Gus Edwards first here.
Nice. Let's get him locked in.
And then let's look at wide receiver again.
Wide receiver. Let's have a little look.
Actually, I lied. Let's look at quarterback.
Yeah, let's have a look and see. There's usually a lot. Davis Mills is still there, man. That's
exactly. That's what I was saying.
Like,
I usually never draft more than 3 quarterbacks in a Superflex startup, but I mean, they're computers. They're kind of dumb. So this value is really, really good. Like, even if you just want to trade it, what round is this? This is the 15th round. Yeah, give me Davis Mills here.
Nice. Yeah, I like the value of Davis Mills. For whatever reason, and I don't know if you've got any advice on this, I can't quite get. Sleeper seems to just hold on these quarterbacks, even though they're at the top of the ADP. And then in round 17, it just goes boom, 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 and they all go. And I can't fix it. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
if anyone listening has any tips.
I feel like I feel like they have an algorithm to like weigh out the opportunity of like, you know what I mean? Like they have a drafting algorithm probably, so I'm sure it makes sense to their bots.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not look at. See, like again, I would probably take Matt Ryan here if I'm just talking about straight value, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
have a look. I'm just wondering, actually.
Oh, I actually like this pick a lot. Let's do Darrell Williams, running back for the Cardinals. He's a great value, deep sleeper. He's going to be taking the Chase Edmonds role in the Cardinals offense, and nobody's talking about it. People think that James Conner is there by himself. He's not. Darrell Williams was very good for the Chiefs last year. Don't sleep on him. This late, I love it. Take Darrell Williams here for sure.
Yeah, I like Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams, Patrick Mahomes trusted Darrell Williams a lot last year, and he was out there catching things one-handed. He was like in the slot. He did great last year. He was kind of
really
underlooked.
Good. Yeah, he was really good. Okay, let's take a look at wide receiver here.
Let's have a look. Wide receiver. This is our second last pick of the draft as well. So,
dude, give me Odell Beckham Jr. here.
Oh man, yeah. Talking about that upside, right? I don't know. Have you heard any news, Luke, of where he's going to end up? Has anything been breaking on your end?
I haven't really seen anything yet, no. But I mean, he will sign. He might not sign until. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't sign until later in the season when he's healthy. That wouldn't surprise me. Sense. Come in and like wait to see who's a contender, and then go hop on their team and come contribute like he did with the Rams, kind of. And there's no shame in that, really. I totally get it. So let's take Odell Beckham. That's a good value there.
Yeah. Let's get OBJ locked up, and then I suspect we'll see a lot of red of the quarterbacks flying off the board. And here
they go. Right. 1, 2, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, no, man. 8 quarterbacks in a row there.
Yeah, but I don't know how to fix that. I'll have to look into it a bit more and see if I can fix it. But so far, no luck. Okay, right, good. Right, so here we are. Last pick.
Let's go to the all section here.
Yeah, let's have a look and see who all is available. You got Devontae Parker set up top with Justin Ross and Curtis Samuel, a guy that just can't stay healthy, unfortunately.
I only have 1 tight end, and I don't really. I mean, I honestly, if I didn't have a positional need here, I probably would take Devontae Parker just because I feel like he's going to have a solid role in the Patriots offense, which is already gross, but not bad. Let's take a look at tight ends here, actually.
Let's have a look and see who's a tight end. Greg Dulcich, the rookie. Gerald Everett, Hayden Hurst. Sneaky player for next year, maybe Hayden Hurst. But I've said before, I'm actually looking out at who the Bengals drafted tight end after Hayden Hurst because he's the unluckiest guy in football. Like he went over, and then Mark Andrews took over. Then he goes over to Atlanta, and Kyle Pitts arrives. So who are the Bengals going to draft after Hayden Hurst? That's
somebody else.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to take a guy that I don't think a lot of people will expect here, but I'm going to go with Greg Dulcich. He's a good prospect, man. Okay. He's really good. 3rd round draft pick this year. great receiving profile, and I think he's going to take Alberto's job, honestly.
Ooh, nice. I like that. A little spicy
Just my opinion. I don't think Alberto's the dude.
Well, Alberto's not been the guy at all, in
exactly.
Every
okay, let me make the argument real quick. Everyone just assumes, right, because Alberto was efficient in his time in the NFL so far. He hasn't done anything, man. If you go pull up his stats from last year, he's not scored 2 touchdowns in a single game. He only scored 2 touchdowns all year last year. He had no more than 6 targets in a single game. And I think he had no more than 60 receiving yards in a game. But everyone's crowning him as this late round fantasy darling. Just because Russell Wilson's there and Noah Fant's gone. But dude, he was a 4th round pick. They just drafted a 3rd round tight end. They obviously don't think of him that highly. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I don't think he's actually what people think he is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like I said earlier, he's not done anything, at least in my opinion, to say that he's a top 10 tight end. And if Greg Dulcich has got a better draft pedigree, then I think you're absolutely right. There's every chance that he could win that job. So let's get Greg Dulcich locked in as our final pick of our hot seat mock draft. And look, let's have a little look at your team and see how you've done. So you got,
go ahead, man.
You got the dream start, right? You got Josh Allen, which is perfect. Everyone's wanting Josh Allen. You got him. At running back, looking pretty tasty as well. You got Joe Mixon and Ken Walker. Wide receivers, you got Keenan Allen, Devonta Smith, and Michael Thomas. You got Pat Freiermuth as your first tight end. Then you got in your flexes, you got Travis Etienne and Cordero Patterson. Then your second quarterback, you got Trey Lance in the super flex. Then on your bench, you got Alex Pierce, Desmond Ridder, Bobby Trees, Gus Edwards. Then you got Davis Mills, Darrell Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., and Greg Dulcich. You gotta be feeling pretty pleased with that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good team. I think the quarterbacks are going to carry the load, honestly. I invested a lot of capital early in those quarterbacks, and I think it's going to pay off. That team's going to be really good this year.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think you've done an absolutely stellar job, drafting that full team there. Just, seems to be locked and loaded and ready to compete, which is what you wanted. And there's also a nice sprinkling of those nice new rookies in there as well. So you're locked and loaded to compete, and then you're also, got that long-term value as well, which is exactly what you want in Dynasty.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly how I like to build my teams. I like to build them young, but could win.
Yeah, perfect. That is the absolute dream. So look, I just wanted to say, mate, thank you so much for popping on the show and giving us some hints and tips and doing a stellar draft.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you having me on. It was a good time.
Yeah, no problem at all. And just reminding everyone again, remember, we got our Hall of Fame here. Make sure you're getting over, giving a thumbs up on that video on YouTube. Let's see if we can get Luke up into the top 3 and, and spread this as much as you can. And Luke, do you just want to remind everyone where they can find you online before you leave us?
Yeah, just find me on Twitter. You'll find everything else from there. Just go over to Twitter. It's just Luke Sawhooks, the 2 metal things. You'll figure it out. Go check it out. Posting stuff all the time. So I'll see you over there. Thank you so much.
Love it. Yeah, and thanks again, Luke, for coming on. And thanks, everybody, for listening at home. And, even though we cool off on the hot seat for a bit, just reminding everyone to keep themselves and their teams lit until next time. And we'll see you later.